There were basically, in my opinion, two 99-yard turning points in that game. And we will start with the first one, which came at the end of the first half. And there it is, just with seconds to go, time for one play if they run the ball, two if they pass the ball. Well, apparently Tennessee wanted to make Alabama think they were going to run. So they line up without a receiver on the field. And it's a bunch formation. Everything's just pounded in there. It's a tight formation, jumbo foundation. And, well, doesn't work. That's how the play started. Here's how it ended. Yeah, exactly. The interception going back the other way. Instead of 16-14 where you fought back at the half, you're down 23-7. Will Overstreet, your thoughts on the play design, the play call? If you want to get into the way the clock was managed going into that sequence to get down there, you can. Just your thoughts on the end of the first half when Tennessee had a shot to really make it competitive, and instead you got the pick six.
Yeah, it was a terrible series. I mean, that was just a terrible set of plays, play calls. I mean, especially right there. Listen, you had 9 seconds on the clock, right? I don't care what you line up in. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm going, guys, this is the 10% of the time they pass it down here. So, I think you would have done yourself a whole lot better setup if you just gone 4 wide, 3 wide, gotten a passing set, quarterback knows what he's doing, I'm not having to fake it, whatever it is. But I looked at that series right there and I just went, no one thinks you're going to take the risk of run it and get stopped there and get 0 points. You're going to throw the ball right here. You're not fooling anybody, so why get in a run-heavy set that you have to do the fake to get a guy that's not necessarily your greatest receiver out there running kind of that out route there to the post? And you just looked at it and go, that's just a lot of stuff to go on to do something that's not really going to fool the defense in this game at that point in the game.
Bob and I were talking at the time. It's like, why not just go 4 wide there?
Yes.
Go 4 wide, and then you spread them out to where Aguilar also becomes a run option there.
Yeah, right.
If you're completely spread out, I know you didn't like the play design.
I thought the play design was stupid. It's just like I said before the show, my 10-month-old granddaughter said, they're not running here. So that was stupid. And you got a guy like Chris Brazzell, who I think has been underutilized last couple of games, who has proven time and time again he catches 50-50 balls. He's tall. He can jump. And he wasn't on the field for that play. And I actually backed it up after they ran it, and then Alabama ran it back the other way, to look at the formation because I thought I had to have missed something here. This couldn't be what they did, but by golly, they did it.
They did it. It was, I mean, you even heard the commentator saying it as we lined up in it. You've got one play here if you run the football. You've got 2 possibly, 2 for sure if you throw the football here. And again, I back you on this one. What I'd like to see there is let's throw the 50-50 ball to Brazzell. If he get it, great, we scored a touchdown. If we don't, we can line it up and run another play. Now, if you want to run the ball here, feel free to run the ball, but at least we got 2 shots in the end zone, in opposed to getting into a formation where Alabama defense literally knows you have to throw the football here. So their DBs are sitting on it, and then we get a bad ball by Joey.
Yeah, we can't.
That's behind, and it was good riddance.
We can't put it all on the coaches. They didn't coach him to throw it to the inside there, and it was not a great throw. Jimmy, your thoughts on the end there at the end of the first half?
The 2 things that bothered me were the bunch formation, because you've limited the plays you can call.
Yep.
The other part of it was I would have probably saved about 12 more seconds. That's a second down play.
Yeah.
So if I've got second down and I've got 21 seconds instead of 9, I could actually try to run it on second down. If I don't get it, then I can down it, kick field goal. But to let it run down to 9 seconds, now you have no other option other to throw it. And Brazzell should have been on the field. But the bunch formation, to me, limited the calls that you could make. It limited the plays. And I thought you were playing into Alabama's hands a little bit right
And it
there.
adds a level of complexity. It makes you have to do slower progression back. You're not sitting there in shotgun, getting the ball, looking and making fast, quick reactions. You're having to do something else. And that's probably what caused you to have that kind of inside throw right there. So I looked at it as like too much complexity, too much trickery to do something. You could have just said, let's line up and put our best out there.
You still fought back. I'll give them credit because we talked. I didn't expect much coming out of the halftime locker room. That's a killer. Because I went into that game thinking you're the underdog. I felt like at no point during that game, not for 1 second, I read people last night saying clearly these teams are equal and Tennessee just beat themselves. That isn't the same game I watched. I felt like you're the underdog the whole way. I didn't think Tennessee had a chance for 1 second to win that game. Or not a chance, but I didn't think they were going to win it for 1 second. But you come out, second half. You stop them, force the punt. Deshaun Bishop has a great run. You are back in it. Then your defense forces a turnover. And just like last week, 2 of those 3 turnovers that the defense forced against Arkansas, you didn't cash in. The offense doesn't cash in. The next thing you know, I thought this was the nail in the coffin. 99-yard drive for Alabama. So there was your second 99-yard turnaround. When you don't convert, when you are down 23-13, and we'll get into the 2-point decision a little bit later. When you're down 23-13, you get the ball at midfield on a kind of a weird, that's a fumble, it's incomplete. You got the call. And you don't cash in and they go 99 yards. I thought that was it, Marlon. That was where just go ahead and put it on the board at the loss.
Well, and here's the obvious point, and this don't get talked about enough. When you look at our two teams versus each other, everybody knows this going into the game. You've got to compliment. You've got to do a great job when your defense give you the ball. You got to do something with it because your guys don't look like their guys, and they showed it on that 99-yard drive. They just took advantage of our weaknesses. So when you get an opportunity to score, even get points, a field goal off a turnover, you've got to do that. Or else, yes, this game is over because your guys can't line up against their guys and just automatically stop them time in and time out. And when you don't do that, you lose this ball game.
I think we said that in the last segment last week when we were talking about how do you win this game. And it was, well, you got to cash in on turnovers if you get them. And you didn't. Your thoughts on that failure there?
Well, I mean, you had so many things in a microcosm on that drive. You had another drop pass. You had a bad center snap. I mean, right there in that series, things that have hurt you all season is your own mistakes. And I agree. I think Alabama was the better team athletically. And when you're playing a better athletic team, you can't keep doing these little things that come back and kill you. I mean, the interception at the goal line was a huge thing. But to get the ball right there and not be able to, I mean, do anything. What, you lost 9 yards?
Yeah.
Was your sum total?
Yeah.
No, I thought that was the back-breaking point.
Gentlemen, your thoughts on not converting and then allowing the 99-yard drive?
The backbreaking, that's just the microcosm of also the plays like to number 5 that they threw in the backfield. You have 5 guys, it's 10 to 12 yards to gain, and he makes 4 guys miss, and he gets the first down.
You don't have that guy.
You don't have that guy. We don't have that guy on offense, and we sure as heck don't have that guy in our secondary that can come up and make that play or tackle right now or guard that guy. And so that is where you just look at where's the talent deficient. Unfortunately, it's deficient in DBs and corners and safeties right now being able to tackle in space. And they've got guys on their wide receiver core that can make people miss and take a 5-yard and turn it into something. Yep. And neither sides of it right now, that's probably our weakest points on both sides of the ball are in those 2 areas of we don't have that same kind of level of talent.
Nobody wants to hear it, and they're going to say, next man up. If you had McCoy and Gibson in there, you might have had somebody that could make that tackle on that play. Yep. Those are the guys, you missed them last night. When you're talking, I looked at that game. I saw one special play from Tennessee, the Deshaun Bishop run. That was a special play. I saw a 99-yard interception where he outran everybody going the other way for Alabama. I saw that play out of the backfield. I saw Ryan Williams catch a couple of these.
Yeah.
And then when they throw one barely behind Mike Matthews, clonk. Yeah. Miles Kitselman, clonk. In terms of special plays, special players, I thought Alabama had them. Tennessee didn't. Jimmy, your thoughts. Wrap it up.
Well, the 99-yard pick six was a huge momentum changer. The 99-yard touchdown drive was game, set, match. When that happened, I thought it's over. Tennessee's not going to rally from this. They tried, but they couldn't. I guess they cut it to 10 after that, but I never really felt Tennessee had a chance to win it after that 99-yard drive. And the tackling on that drive, and it wasn't just the Jeremy Bernard play. There were other missed tackles along the way on that drive. Yeah. It was stunning. I counted 9 missed tackles on that 99-yard drive. One drive.
And when their guys made those great catches that you were talking about, sometimes it was because Simpson was off, because the guy was wide open. He had to make a spectacular catch because it wasn't a great pass. I don't remember a spectacular catch that we made in that game. Might have been one I'm forgetting about it, but didn't see any of that.
I don't remember that were spectacular. No, none that were special. Okay.